to Reception Media. I am your assistant Geek, and I'm going to be doing really quick recaps of each season of Buffy. The 5th season opens up with Dracula. Giles gets harkered and gets to have a nice time with the vampire brides. Ooh, Ripper. Xander gets the Renfield treatment, while Buffy's also under the Dark Lord's thrall. Dawn, as the younger sister of Buffy, is introduced, and she's a bratty 14-year-old, and she meets a lot of people who think she isn't real. Giles opens a magic shop called the Magic Box. How original. And Anya gets a job there. Harmony's still around with the vampire gang trying to kill Buffy, and she's sleeping with Spike. Ew. Xander gets a double Star Trek style, so there's the passive, submissive Xander and the confident, strong Xander. Most importantly, he moves out of the basement and into apartment, ending basement life Xander. Riley has some health problems because of the Captain America super serum that Walsh/The Initiative gave him, and at the hospital, the Summers meet an intern named Ben. Joyce also has some medical issues, and it gets really dark. Buffy and Giles learn that Dawn really isn't Buffy's sister. She's the key that was turned into a human by some monks that were supposed to protect her from an ancient evil god. As the key, she's supposed to open a portal into another dimension, and when Dawn learns about this, she has a total meltdown. Tara has a birthday, and her abusive, misogynistic family shows up, but Buffy, Willow, Anya, Xander, Giles, and Dawn, and even Spike stick up for her, because they're a family. It turns out that the big bad, the ancient deity that's after Dawn, is a bratty woman named Glory, and she shares a body with the Dr. Intern Ben. Riley is still in the season, but it's obvious that Buffy just isn't that into him. Eventually, he starts going to this weird vampire brothel and then breaks up with Buffy and leaves. And then an alien arrives in a meteor and starts attacking mentally ill people, including Joyce. An alien? Anya and Willow argue a lot. Spike is slowly going on his journey from being an enemy to the reluctant ally to an actual friend. He and Dawn are pretty close, and he actually has a friendship with Joyce. And he realizes he's in love with Buffy. Wait, what? Drusilla shows up, and to prove that Spike loves Buffy, he offers to kill Drusilla, but then Harmony shows up and shoots him for walking out on her. Awkward. And in I Was Made to Love You, we meet a love bot that was made by Warren, and this episode is so sad. Spike ends up forcing Warren to make him a Buffy bot, but then the Scoobies get the Buffy bot and start to use her, then they returned into Lars and the real girl somehow. The Body is the absolute best episode of this 7-series television show. Joyce has an aneurysm and dies. It's slow, quiet, raw, and it's played out with no music. The pain the characters feel in this episode is visceral. Xander is angry, Willow is confused and flustered. Anya doesn't understand mortality because she has been a demon so long. Giles is dead. Buffy is trying to keep everything together for Dawn, who is devastated, and even Spike feels bad. Tara is sympathetic as her mother has also died. At this point, Buffy officially drops out of UC Sunnydale, and for the rest of the season, these characters grieve for their loss. But back to the show. Glory abducts Spike to get information about the key, but he doesn't tell her anything about Dawn, and the Scoobies save him, and Buffy is completely grateful that despite the fact that he was tortured, he didn't give out any information. Glory attacks Tara, affects her mind, which causes Willow to use dark magic against her to stop her, but it only really slows her down. Realizing they can't defeat Glory, the Scoobies get out of town in Spike's RV while being hunted by 18th century knights of Baptism who want to kill Dawn, so Glory can't get her. Giles gets hurt, so they call Ben, only to learn that he's Glory, but then he forgets he's Glory because that's part of the curse. And then, anyway, Glory gets rid of the Knights of Baziatam, and then takes Dawn, and causing Buffy to become catatonic. Eventually, Buffy breaks out of her catatonia, and then she sacrifices herself by diving into the portal because out of everything that Buffy can give Dawn, the greatest gift is life. Dawn goes on, and Giles gets one last moment to be a BAMF and kills Ben/Glory.